Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube page here. We're dissecting the Week 12 games, and we're starting off with the three Thanksgiving Day games. We already put a preview up for the Patriots-Jets game, which will be the nightcap. In this preview, we'll go through the Cowboys-Redskins game, which will be the 4:30 game on Fox. Just for maybe some of you who may not be familiar with our work, Sports News Analysis, this is no frills sports talk. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're not trying to get you to buy our picks at our website. We're just talking sports, hopefully foster some conversations on our YouTube comments and also our Twitter page as well. But back to the action here. The Cowboys and the Redskins face off in a divisional matchup. Obviously going to be an emotional contest. Many people are expecting it to be low scoring. Not sure we see it like that, but we do know this game is huge for both teams. For the Cowboys, they can kind of turn the corner and get back in things formally in the division with the Giants and be almost toe-to-toe with them. For the Redskins, they're in a similar situation to the Jets in the nightcap. In order to even save their season and be taken seriously, they really need this game in the worst way. And if they can look and some things break their way, they might even be in it from a division perspective as we go forward. The Cowboys come into this game, again, they played their way back into contention despite Tony Romo having a very, very lackluster season. Normally, Romo's stats are where you expect him to be, but when he doesn't pass the eye test, it seems like whenever you watch him play, the stats don't match. But this year they do. 13 touchdowns, 13 interceptions thus far, and he's actually been sacked 24 times. Which, look, as he gets older, gets a little less elusive each year. This deficient Cowboys offensive line is really going to rear its ugly head. He has completed 67% of his passes, but he's been sacked 2.5 times per game. I think what's hurt them throughout the season here is the DeMarco Murray injury. Because when you take a look at their other options at running back, including Felix Jones, who only averages 3.5 yards a carry, they can't really stand up and provide a consistent enough running game to give Romo a break. And I think that's definitely a problem. As usual, the Cowboys' defense, while allowing about 22 points a game, they are probably better than that indicates, at least in my mind. When you have DeMarcus Ware on the defensive line and he has 10 sacks coming into the game, that always gives you a heads up on things. But look, I expect Rob Ryan's defense in this game to give RG3 some problems. If there's anything about the Ryan boys, both Rex and Rob, is they usually figure out things to confuse rookie quarterbacks or young quarterbacks when they face their defenses for the first time. So I actually expect the Cowboys defense to give RG3 a little bit of trouble today. And if you notice the defenses that the Redskins have been beaten up on this year, they've been the lower echelon defenses. So be interested to see if RG3 can do it against a legitimate defense this week. The Redskins, look, they had big expectations coming into the season. Maybe they shouldn't have been so high, but they do have a chance to get right back in it. As I said before, Griffin, look, for as far as rookie quarterbacks go, him and Andrew Luck have been superb. I mean, for a rookie quarterback like Griffin to be completing 67% of his passes thus far is almost unheard of. And he's been sacked 22 times. But what's eye-popping about him is, along with the 67% completion percentage, he also has 613 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns rushing as well, which is superb. And when you couple his rushing statistics with Alfred Morris, their running back, who I think has surprised everyone, especially in the fantasy realm of things, and is averaging 4.7 yards a carry, their ground game is definitely where it needs to be. It seems like a lot of teams are having trouble on the offensive lines this year, and the Redskins are definitely one of those teams. The strong suit of this team coming into the season was thought to be their defense, and that just hasn't come to task. I mean, they're allowing 25 points a game, and most of that trouble has been through the air. They're allowing 290 yards of passing per game. They come into the game with only 18 sacks, so just all in all, from the back end to the pressure. Usually starts up front, right? Guys up front are getting pressure, makes the secondary look better. Not happening for the Redskins this year. And that's why we think they're going to have a trouble covering the talented Cowboy receivers, Jason Witten, Dez Bryant, Miles Austin. So we actually really like the Cowboys in this game. A trend that's not so good in that direction is that the Cowboys are 3-7 in their last 10 following a game which they didn't cover the spread, which happened last week. Washington, however, is 2-5 in their last 7 following an against the spread win. So I don't know. We're hoping maybe those cancel each other out. We're also hoping a little Romo magic on Thanksgiving helps us. Romo has played well on Thanksgiving since the first year he became a starter. So we don't see any reason why that stops. The line we have is -6, which is good for us, especially since we like the Cowboys. So for our prediction, we'll take the Cowboys -6 at home on your Thanksgiving 4:30 game. Thanks, and as we said before, check us out on Twitter, and check us out in the comment sections. Thank you.